Good morning.
Good morning.
This talk is for our new teachers and even those for the elder teachers who are represent MABA or Buddhism to introduce Buddha Dharma to the friends and neighbors, and even those spread what we call that propagating the teaching to the world who need to know. The topic today I'm going to cover is called dedication to the practice, dedication to the Dharma, and dedication to service. The word dedication is the word that I can find in English, as my English very limited. In Buddhism, we don't use this word much, so I use this word like that. I give my life to. Means your time and energy, you put it into initial, very important need for it. So we call dedication. Nothing is higher than you put your life to. So the first one is practice, the second one is the truth, what we call it the Dharma, or the teaching. The third one is service. You involve into the community life. Here, 1 is to 3. 1 is separate into 3. The goals of practice is you try to transcend your mind state, transcend your life value. So 1 split into 3. Once you need to fulfill these goals of transcendence, in order you have a mind-free, liberated personality, or we call that any time or space you will be in the position of detachment. So if you want to fulfill this goal, so you need to cover 3. Dedication to practice, dedication to the teaching, and dedication to the service. So I put it this way, 1 is to 3, and 3 is point to 1. This direction to go. In Buddhism, not more than this. So it is very profound and wise, deep and wise. To be covered in the whole life, maybe you can only go certain step, maybe 10 steps a lifetime. Somebody, if his mindfulness been trained well, he maybe can fulfill more awakening in his life quality. In order, he can build up, more profound from the word and serve to the community better. So, go through this identity 1 to 3 and 3 to 1, you need to establish, we call that 5 root in the teaching, or 5 power for the life quality. Even though we can split it more, we call it 37 factors of enlightenment. This is from this dedication you need to walk in this path. Otherwise, you can fulfill this. Let me say this example, then you know what I mean here. You see, in our life, how much time and energy we spend in this path, spend in the practice, spend in the teaching, or spend in the service. So for us, maybe we have more chance what we can cover, but for lay life, we don't have much time to spend on that. Even though we wish, but the karma force will pull you back because you narrow your life into a small community. It's not a real community. Later on, I will tell a little bit about the meaning. So, you see the life karma and rebirth in Buddhism, that is after you enlighten, then you know what meaning is karma and renewal. I learned a new word, not rebirth, but renewal. So, in order your act and deed being free, you need to dedicate to the right position, to the path. So, in order you build up the life quality itself to be a leader, do we have that desire to be the leader? No. Even though in a family we become father, later on you say, oh, right now, father and friend with your children. Later on, you let your children free. You have free thinking, choose whatever you want for the life. So you let him go, not to the truth. Because you cannot become the authority of practice. You cannot become the authority of the teaching. So your leadership, you lost it. So education of the teaching and your own practice, here we call that you fulfill the qualities of your own life in order you have more charming. So practice make yourself in better, attractive, that kind of personality. So the education to the teaching make you learn the profound meaning of the word. You see, we don't have much word in our life is more charming, more attractive. You see, sometimes we just say the word that not polite. Even though the word that make greed, hatred, selfishness, a lot of that kind of word, but not the word that being teach to be mindful and purify the defilements. So we learn from the teaching in Buddhism is establish, we know the Dharma, and we know the discipline. In order our life have more manner. So this, you see that in this world we have three kinds of personality. Like what we call the personality can be authority. That is what we call the religious. Like Vatican, right now, there's what we call that Catholic leader. Like Buddhism, we have Dalai Lama, we have Dharma, we have this and that. His personality is very charming. Because the whole life he never said violent word, he never said this and that. He only said compassion, peace, wisdom, serve, give. A lot of that kind of good quality, not involved into fight, competition, even though quarrel, he's not involved with that. So in the last moment, if the world goes bad, who can bring together into harmony this kind of personality? Because he's beyond small boundary. So the whole life you can balance your mind and body in that way to go. We call that awakening yourself. Have very sharp mind in order he can master his mind, his word, and his body action. Not the politician. Not an aggressive religion, but need a lot of concentrate in order your mindfulness always check before the word come out from your mouth. You can check your perception. That need to be very sharp, mindful. So your word, everyone can say some word. You see? You have monkey mind, you have monkey mind. He knows everyone, but he don't know himself. So in mindfulness training is, maybe you don't awake of others, but you must have the ability to observe your own feeling. Don't say perception, at least that feeling, wholesome feeling, unwholesome feeling, you will be helped. That ability to observe before that feeling process into action. So trained mindfulness is the key for awakening. Not practice your Dharma word only by memory, not by the quality. If I have the quality, I don't have to say that quality is the word. If you don't have quality, you remember something, maybe sometimes you just have big word. But that word is not what you can benefit to. You can become a teacher, but not a charming leader. So the dedication to the teaching is put into the second level because you need to build up the highest level in the practice. You need to go. In order you know the skill, you know the discipline, apply to your own life, you need to know the teaching. But only know the teaching, not put into the practice, you get lost. And you lost the change of this very life. So this lifetime you cannot benefit when you're going to start. One thing that we can know is our country have many management leaders. You see? So management means he knows how to make things come together, planning meeting and doing things by this and that kind of experience. a real management need to have very pure mind. You see, in order he can correct all the different ideas in harmony and put the good thing into first. That we call that practical. So he need to have a very open-minded in order he can manage things better. If he has very strong ego self, arrogant, how can he manage others? You see? So in Buddhism, we taught something like this. It said, mind pure, then your land, nation is pure. Mind is not pure, then your nation and your land is not pure. If the mind pure, then living being is pure. Mind not pure, your living being is very, very troublesome. So you see things that by your own mind. So training the mind is very important before you can serve others. Okay? So in Buddhism, what we practice is because of we cannot get rid of the social life. Human need to back to the society. Right now, we don't have forests anymore. Forests are gone. Man and man, we have very, very narrow space to go. We need to open to each other. Right now, you see all the countries, they have a lot of quarrel because of the island, because of the sea base, because of this and that. Look for living. They have a lot of fight. So they really need a good leaders of management, bring harmony, bring share together, and reduce the atmosphere of fighting. I think right now the world, if we bring the weapon to the front in order we can talk, it not make peace. It can go to that because nobody will be fear and worry about dying. If he is hunger without food, he has nothing to lose. He will fight for that. So for us right now, the world leader of management really need to balance his own mind. What we call that, not have your basic ideal, but you're open-minded. Let me say this way. When we look back to ourselves as a teacher, how much time we spend in the practice, in the learning, before we go to educate people, before we involve to the community service, that is very important. For me, the first 6 years I put it into practice, and then the second 4 years I back to the education, and from there on I serve the community, carry on education, carry on practice in order I can serve better. That is the community life as a Buddhist. So the education in practice witness the truth. This is the first key that we call them not only practice, but we need to fulfill the practice in order to achieve the fruit of practice. If I'm very angry, then I will explode my word in angry. I will show them in my face I'm angry. So, when you say I'm practiced 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years, you're still in that style. What kind of practice you have? So practice need to achieve change or purifying the quality of the life in the behavior or manner that you feel not good, or the teaching said this is unwholesome. So for the practice, you need to be achieved, very important. For our teacher and me myself in the past, I have not much greedy. Anger, I can be controlled slowly. But something that very trouble me myself is anxiety. You know, when I listen to the news, I saw this and I hear that, my feeling just make me very sad. Why the world corruption like that? You know, too much worry about living beings suffer. I have a big heart of compassion and friendliness carried in my life quality. But with my ability, sometimes hopeless, I can help him in physical, massage him, do this and that for the physical, not for mental. So for life, he needs to awaken himself in order to train mindfulness. Otherwise, when the monkey mind builds up, not much we can help. I tell you one example. Right now, his father sent him from London back here, and then he wanted me to have a little bit share with him the practice. This young man not coming right now. He's still in the monk house. I saw he take him to my arm when he was a baby. Right now, 20 pounds, 200 pounds. When he walk in the monk house, bing boom, bing boom, bing boom, bing boom. Big elephant. I told him, no, you need to walk like a cat. I train him, you know. Today is a 4 day, 5 day already. Once he saw me, his foot is like cat. You know. And later on, in the dark himself, his foot is elephant. So mindfulness is something that you need to processing into mindful. Otherwise, you wouldn't build up that behavior. So for me, when I see the life grow up like that, and his father, mother very success now in economic support, in others, you know, living what we call new treatment, but not spirit new treatment. He found hopeless. Then he sent his son to me. And when I observe his mind, I only see his body strong, not mental. So dedication to practice and achieve the practice is the most thing we call that act, no self. Action in no self. If your mind have a self, have a perception going on process, means you are danger. You are not awake into the reality. You are not right now in here. knowing what's going on. See, so when we contact with get lost, that means you have a big self moving there. You cannot empty yourself. I can doing things very good like here, when you walk into the stage, you have no sound at all. But my room there, I don't do it that way. I do it very loose, so that a lot of clap. And when I'm moving, it's like a very old 100 years old house. Lots of sound. I make that condition to support my own practice. When I move in the dark, when I walk up, I lying down, I go to the stage, I try to, any action from this body, I train my mindfulness to recover, not have a lot of going on, because that bad condition, this is for my own practice need. So, practice, the education of practice, you need to open up and create the condition to support your own practice. This is called dedication. Do we do that? I hope the teacher of MABA, at least yourself, need to go that way. Otherwise, you have nothing to share, only words. These words have a lot of words. Go to the library and check. You go to the internet. A lot of people say big word, but you go to live with him. He's not, doing that the way he write. So you trust a book, not enough. You need an elder or teacher. Go with. So, dedication to the practice, they need two kinds of mind state. In Buddhism, we call that renunciate mind state, or he need to have a body mind. That kind of determination is the first step. The second step, dedication to the teaching. This personality love the teaching. Like Dan Su, he is my good friend, good partner. Because of sometimes I'm lazy because of need to fulfill this building, need to build this, build that. Not much work, not much time I can spend on the work. But sometimes when he reads something, commentary, this and that, he will share, ask master. Once he give me challenge, then I need to overnight reading in order can become the teacher. Otherwise, I will become student of him. You see? So, a good friendship can be a teacher. Someone who knows the Dharma and you become the only one, not in Buddhism. Buddhism, you need a wisdom eyes to see things. Oh, if you say something, this is profound, deep. I don't have in my quality. Then you will appreciate, you will respect. Something come to your ear, you learn, and then you say, this is, I never listened before, never heard it before. This is good. So he is your teacher. In your bottom line of heart, you already give him position. This is the personality who dedication to the teaching. Otherwise, you will be arrogant, and then you become the only God who know the truth, who say the truth. In your eyes, you are not purified. You have many dust. So tendency in the education, you need to education yourself first in order you can overcome the teaching. So we call that Dharma no self. Dharma not self means you are recognize what is going on in the teaching, but in there you're not involved into it. High teaching, you can hear this is high, this is profound. Low teaching, oh, this is very common, but it still need for certain people. You don't need it, oh, this I already have. If certain thing that you not have it, oh, I need it. That is the one who dedication into the Dharma. So into the Dharma for me is sometimes if I'm very anxiety, I will look up to the teaching. Because anxiety you can meditate. You need to look up to the personality who have in his life condition very suffer. So that will be the case who can encourage ourselves. You see? So some personality is, for me, I look into elders in the past, we call that the noble disciple. Sometimes he passed away in the present. Before he passed away, he enlightened. So he's writing down something for the, what we call that, 那个狱官怎么讲？监狱里面的官怎么讲
Warden.
Yeah. He tell them, oh, you need to take this message up to the world. Bye-bye. So his enlightenment carried that message. But a lot of torture sometimes in that kind of religious leader. If the politician or other religious leader not like him, it just give him hard time. So for Buddhism, we are non-violent personality and we carry with peace. Nothing we can do other than escape. If you can escape that environment, still cause you danger, then you may lose your life, but lose your life in peace, in concentrate. In order you learn the teaching, Dharma, not self. Dedication to the community. Sometimes we say that being not self. You see in our eyes, individual, we see it real. In the past I see things real too. When his emotion up and down, my emotion follow up and down. But right now it's a little bit different. When his emotion up and down, I saw his mind state processing in certain perception. I don't see this body shape is real. Body shape is only follow his aging, decay, old age, like that. Processing is like that. Only mental have his own mental quality for processing. I don't see individual is real. Maybe it's more scientific way of seeing things. If we see the individual is real, then we choose by the individual. So the Buddha said a word like that. He said, mind and awakened living being, no different. This is Dharma Sutra's saying. If we really go to the practice, we go to the truth, then we see no different. The difference is we are all in the different state or level in the journey. But at the end, we need to fulfill is awakening. If a Buddhist can make himself have that kind of viewpoint, then he will put his mind and body very comfortably into the condition. Into the condition of what? Of community. We have many people that I know here, only two of us, I think, or a young man, they are not married, not have family. Other than that, you all learn about family life. I don't have to say much, but if you still feel the family life is very happy, I accept that happy life of family. Raise up your hand. Okay. I hope this family life fortune carry on and remain in your life. Okay, as a family life who can bring you happiness. But in this world, a lot more than what we know, family life not bring happiness, but bring deep suffering, because their condition is worse, and what we call that, not fortune. So family life need support in order to have fortune, isn't it? If we don't support, who can bring condition for them to be happy? So we need some community doing this job. The Buddha himself established this community. We call that monastic community, or what we call that, who take refuge, who already can take care of his family, his parents, and have etc. condition can help others. He need to come, forget about himself, forget about his own what we call that, entertainment. Bring more time into helping others. This is called a taking refuge personality. So Dharma Susu right now, I always say he become the elder teacher in our community is because of he is elder, retired, and he enjoyed the life a lot. He travel a lot, so he see many things going on, and he know what is the thing can be helped. So he bring a lot of helping into the community. This is a good example. But I hope this community, not the elder only do this. The young people can have that kind of mindset and body action into the community. For myself, my decision is, if I have a new life come, I won't marry. Married life not make sense to me. I don't narrow myself into just take care of a couple of people. No. I don't narrow myself like that. I have time, I go to the garden. I have time, I take care of the dog. I have time, I take care of the man. Mostly take care of them is because I need to take care of my own mind frame. It's called give up myself, only responsible to the teaching and to the free mind. So I can help people anytime with my full ability. But sometimes my ability cannot cover that because humans' ability is really limited. Many things we cannot see through. The Buddha, his mind, or what we call that, sometimes I read Jesus' teaching. Jesus, his mind, a little bit powerful, more than human mind. So we need to practice in order we open up that kind of energy, that kind of power. Then we can have more things to serve and give. So practice that kind of message. How, if without you, who put it this way? Then it will encourage you involve more into the community. We are here, you see, sometimes only just this couple of people, they always serve, come and make food, come and doing clean up, come and this and that, prepare for the new friend come. But the new friend become old friend, he only come and eat and go. Sometimes he listen, oh good, he stay, ha 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 ha. Not good, he just left. For him, we are nothing. I don't know how he put his feeling to us. His friendliness, his compassion, I don't know how we can train and what we call that, cultivate that. We have been things very easy, we have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I think everyone have it. If you can take a part, you love this community, you want to share it, anything you can put it into your service, you see. But people are just lazy, and they have many times go to pipe, get a pipe to carry trail, and then this hiking, that kind of entertainment, this kind of entertainment, they have many times. So dedication to serve is not a word only. You need to put into action. You learn something is the quality of your own life, If someone always serves people, who don't love him? One day you have what we call the unfortunate, people will come to your door and knock your door and help you because they need to pay back. They appreciate what you have there. So make your moral and personality and make your own fortune to the life. Like me, I'm a monk, I don't work, no salary at all. From 20 years old until now, I don't take salary. I work very hard. If my ability, I can have a lot of income. Not only I know the teaching, I know other else, the skill of living. But I don't take salary. People give me a lot of money every year, you see. If I don't have money, I can build a building, this and that. Because they trust you. Because they want to support you. So I get everything. Because of I serve with my warm heart. So serving the community, you make this living life into harmony. So dedication into community build up 6 harmony spirit in Buddhism. Because of the time, I can't go anymore. Otherwise, everyone will become very suffered. With my friendliness and compassion, I just stop it here and give you a break.